Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this one we're going to be installing the FiTCAMX dashcam, quite possibly the best dashcam you could buy for your car. We're fitting it on an Audi A3 8V, same process if you've still got the 8Y. It's been a while since I've done an Audi video, but looking forward to this. Why is it the best? Because it looks just like OEM, guys. I've unclipped the original rear view mirror housing, plug and play, no ugly cables on show inside, and it's just really easy to do and it's really good. So let me jump inside, show you what's included in the box, and we'll show you the installation process, the app, as well as some footage from the dashcam. So some of the features you get with the dashcam X is obviously Wi-Fi connection. So you'll see once we've got it set up, you access it through an app. It's got loop recording, shock sensor, so G sensor, etc. If there was an accident, it'll record that for you automatically. Super wide angle. But here, I'm just going to touch on it again, the perfect fit aspects. Again, guys, you'll remember roughly about a year ago when I used to own the 8Y, I installed a dashcam, and I mentioned then that why is it the manufacturers can't just make it look inbuilt from factory rather than having the add-on with the lots of different cables, etc. hanging out. So this is where FiTCAM come in. They've actually listened, guys, and they've produced something that will replace the OEM rear view mirror housing. So let's look at what's included inside the box. You've got dashcam and then you've got accessories box. So let's just open the dashcam box first. So there you go, you've got the dashcam itself, right? So this will actually go and replace the OEM housing of the mirror, which is up there. The process is you're going to unclip it. You're going to effectively piggyback off the rain sensor. So it does also work with if you've got adaptive cruise control and additional cameras up there. But essentially what you want to do is, before you buy this from FiTCAM, guys, is just send them a picture of your mirror housing and they'll make sure they'll send you the right version. I think there's two, type A and type B. Looks really good, and hopefully this gives you an idea. This front bit of the housing is going to click off, and then what we're going to replace it with is effectively this part of the housing, right? So nice and simple, and you should effectively end up with a very nice inbuilt dashcam. You can see it's got everything you need, guys. It's even got the memory card already there. These are the cables that are going to bypass the rain sensor, and that's effectively where it's going to get its power from. So again, this is how it effectively becomes wires free or has none on show. And then in your accessories box, wait for it, you've literally got a plastic trim tool. So this is just going to help with unclipping the rear view surround up there. And then finally there's a user manual as well, right? So pretty easy stuff. Like I said, the best aspect of it is it's going to be an OEM like finish and no cables involved. So let's get started and remove the current mirror housing. Right guys, so I've quickly just jumped into the passenger seat. It's a lot easier to access the mirror housing than it is to mess around the steering wheel cowl. So what we're going to do, as you can see, I've already started with the pry tool. You want to go down here, so pretty easy to do with the included tool. Just push in, don't be too scared of getting it in there firmly, but you can see effectively what it's doing is just pulling it away. So I'm going to do that now on the other side. That should now come off. So that's the removable casing that we're no longer going to be using. Now next step is to take this piece out of the way so we can get access to the cabling. This looks like it's just wedged there, so you can see it's basically undone it. It's come out there. Right guys, now that the cowl's off, you can see it's exposed two sets of cables. So if yours looks like this, the one you want to go for is the upper cable, which is the rain sensor. And what we're going to do, like I mentioned, we're going to piggyback off it. There is a very quick instruction how-to on their website, on FiTCAM's website, so you can look at that, but this one at least is talking through it. So what we're going to do is just wiggle the top one out. Right, so top one's come out. Top one's come out. Now what we're going to do is take the dash cam, right, plug this end of it into here, wait for the click, you heard that, nice and encouraging. Then you're going to plug the opposite end of this back in to where the rain sensor was. Now the next bit is we're just going to try tuck the cable into the void behind here and then try to get it all to clip back together. Right, so you can see the guys is back on, casing's in, sitting nice and flush. Pretty good so far. It's got the controls on the opposite side, so let's basically power that on. We'll download the app, see how this works. Right, so as you can see, it's powered on. It's got the flashing light there. Downloaded the app, just going to press open. And let's see how easy this is to use. Just press next. Device's location while using the app. Allow. Connect to FiTCAMX. Select the camera Wi-Fi and connect. So let's try that. You've got it there. So we're going to connect to it. Right, I've got the huge instruction leaflet open in front of me. So it has given me the password, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I'm going to press connect. Hopefully we shouldn't now need the rest of this. So we've connected to the Wi-Fi. So now that the Wi-Fi is connected, we've switched cameras just to give you a better idea as to how the app works. So you can see down the bottom it says recording started, access FiTCAMX. So we'll go into it, and then you can see immediately you've got your live footage, right? So I'll just demonstrate it's live by moving my hand in front of the dash cam. Pretty good stuff. You can pause your recording, you can take an instant snapshot, and you can further down here access your file recordings. So if you go into there, you've then got a few different categories. So you've got your loop recording, which is basically continuous all-round recording. Snapshots, if you've taken any. So there is a little snapshot button on the side of the camera if you want to just take a random picture, etc., or if you want to do it at any other time, you can just do that. That's where the snapshots are located. Then you've got locked recordings, which is basically where it's sensed a bit of an impact or something where the G sense has been triggered. This will just automatically save the file in a different folder just so it doesn't get overridden with the loop recordings. Again, with parking, similar thing as well, right? Pretty good stuff. And then when you go into the camera settings, you can adjust little things like whether you want the sound recording on, what you want the resolution to be. By default, it's set to 4K. You can adjust the sensitivity of the collision sensing, etc. Really well thought out, and it shows you that the capacity of the inbuilt SD card is actually 64 gig. So all of that's included, guys, for free when you buy the FiTCAMX. Really easy to use. You don't have to create any user logins, etc. I really get wound up with how often you have to do that nowadays. A user account for literally every single thing that you use. But nice and simple, connect to the Wi-Fi. You're there, you're locally accessing the records, and you can download everything. Again, guys, as you would have seen through the installation process, like I've gone on about quite a lot in this video, I just love the fact it looks proper OEM. There's no ugly cables on show. You've not had to run any power from the USB, anything, etc. It is obviously just a front camera, because otherwise you would have to run a cable to the back, but they do other options if you do want that. But for me, this is the best type of camera that I've been after for a very long time. It just looks factory. In fact, the original Audi ones don't even look as good as this. They still look like a little add-on unit that almost sits here with cables coming out. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Really impressed with it, and I'll quickly take it for a drive and finish off the video with just throwing in a clip so you can see the resolution quality.